Hello and welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. This is where we give you hot, fresh, and sizzling news all day long. If this is your first time here, you have not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Like this video, also leave your opinions in the comment section below. The presiding officers of the National Assembly, Senate President Godswill Akpabio, Speaker Abbas Tajudeen, and their deputies Barau Jubril and Ben Kalu were allocated 10 billion naira for rent and furniture in the 2024 supplementary budget of the FCT. Investigation reveals you all. Guy, Jesus. This is not even in, this is separate from what they get monthly and all of the allowances that they get. This is also separate from, budget padding. And you guys remember that after the ministerial screening that they did, Akpabio mistakenly, you guys know, say, Akpabio the chop okro, him out they draw. That was when he was newly appointed as the Senate president. He mistakenly said, you guys go and check your email, you will see your alert is already there. And we later discovered that each of these ministers actually give each senators money. They gave them money generally to settle them for the inconvenience of the screening that they did for, I think it was for a duration of 2 weeks. This is not even including all those different benefits that they get. And of recent, we got to find out that Tinubu also increased their constituency project money to 1 billion naira, to ranging from 1 billion to, I think, 4 billion naira, depending on, the senator and how close you are to the person in charge of the appropriation committee chairman. You can imagine this is another additional 10 billion naira allocated for rent. If you ask me, rent for what? Is it rent for their house in Abuja or furniture? Let me also inform you that these senators already have all of these allowances. Like I said, they already have these allowances that they collect: furniture allowance, so stationery allowance, so television allowance, so wardrobe allowance, so all those allowances, they have that. And then on top of that, we are getting to find out that FCT, under the leadership of the FCT minister in person of Wike, is now giving them an allocation of 10 billion naira for rent and furniture. 10 billion naira, while Nigerians are grappling with the new reality. This is our new reality of economic hardship. Nigerians are struggling, grappling with the new reality, the new curveball that Tinubu has thrown at us, because who knows that Nigeria is going to be this difficult to live in. In fact, the politicians are growing fat. They are growing pot belly, enjoying themselves. And later we'll hear from the president that, we should be patient. Be patient and persevere while our politicians are growing fat. They are enjoying themselves. Their families are not being asked to be patient, but Nigerians are asked to be patient. Imagine that kind of a psychology. Anyway, let's move on. The budget item titled Renting and Furnishing of Presiding Officers of National Assembly has the clarification code 23010309 in the 288 billion naira supplementary budget President Bola Tinubu transmitted to the National Assembly in September, which was passed within 5 days by the lawmakers. Within 5 days, the speed of light at which this House of Representative member, this National Assembly, both senators and House of Representatives, the speed of light at which they pass budgets, any request from President Tinubu, the speed in which they pass it, in fact, we have never seen this kind of quick action before, especially when it comes to Nigerian government that are very slow in action, typically very slow. But this set of lawmakers now, very fast. Anything Tinubu asks them to do like this, they don't fast. Fiam, they don't do it. Anyway, moving on. Under Nigerians' bicameral legislative system, There are 4 presiding officers of the National Assembly: the Senate President, the Speaker, the Deputy Senate President, and the Deputy Speaker. These 4 are the latest Nigerian government officials to receive lavish accommodation allowances or new housing projects from the Minister of Federal Capital Territory (FCT), Wike, whose generosity in the last 15 months include a 21 billion naira residential mansion for the Vice President Kashim Shettima. The way Wike, since he became the FCT minister, the way he has been throwing money around, you would think that this money is just there. This money is there. They do not have anything to do with this money than to throw the money at judges, throw the money at officials, throw the money at deputy Senate president, and speaker and his deputy as well. He's just throwing all of this money at them, including a mansion for the vice president Kashim Shettima. It's not that there is no provision of residential mansion for him. He has. In fact, the presidency, I think during Oshibanjo's regime, they started building the vice presidential residential mansion in Abuja. And now the FCT allocated 21 billion naira for residential mansion for vice presidents. You can imagine all of this money. You see, the other day I was watching a video online where a Nigerian who lives abroad was talking about how Oyinbos do not want to work so hard, or like we Nigerians that we believe we want to build mansion, we want to do this, we want to do that. He said, unlike us, those people, they do not want to work so much. When they gathered money for vacation and the money for vacation is complete, they go on vacation and enjoy their life. In fact, they do not want to work more than a certain hours because they know that if they exceed that hours, they would no longer be able to collect their entitlement from the government. If you are unemployed, the government pays you. If you are working less than if you are earning less than a certain amount of money as a salary per month, the government pays you. Over there, the government works for them. The government works for them. But over here, even you where they work like Jackie said, government go won't collect from you. That is the kind of government that we have over here in Nigeria. Our government have no purpose for us as a citizen. This is to say that if all of this money is on ground, all of these billions of naira, all of this money that have been allocated to presiding officers alone, this money could be shared to Nigerians, to benefit the lives of Nigerians. This money could be shared to millions of Nigerians, and it will impact their life one way or the other. Nigerian government can decide to pay unemployed people. It's not that we do not have that money. It's not like we do not have sufficient resources for that. But we keep borrowing. We keep borrowing year after year to even finance our budgets. We keep borrowing, whereas we have all of these monies. All of this money that are being given to presiding officers, all of these monies that are being thrown to judges by Wike, you can imagine. Anyway, moving on, the Abuja minister also allocated 25 billion naira to the construction of houses for 40 judges. With a planned rent and furniture budget, Mr. Wike appears to have expanded his generosity across the 3 arms of government. I think that this is just an indirect way of bribing them. He has bribed the judiciary, he has bribed the executive, he has bribed the legislature. The other day, Akpabio said that he was summoning Wike, to come and answer some questions after Ireti Kengibe raised the motion, saying that Wike has been demolishing houses in Abuja, where she also brought up the issue of the demolition of the estate of a retired major general. And they said Wike should come and answer questions. Since then, Wike have not gone to answer the question. He has not presented himself before them, and nothing has been done about it. When they have been bribed, they don't chook money for their mouths like this. They cannot say anything again. What else do you expect them to say when they don't use money? Choke them, like shock them for mouths. Moving on, the allocations come amidst the current economic hardship in Nigeria, which experts believe is due to the government's policies of the regulation of the petroleum downstream sector and the devaluation of Naira. The current administration has continued what many described as lavish spending while preaching austerity measures. For most Nigerians, you want Nigerians to go back to farm. According to Bayo Ononuga, who said that look at the potatoes that he fetched from his garden. You can imagine, God, that people should go back to farm instead of complaining about Tinubu's regime. Then the question is, even if we go back to farm and plant potato, are we going to plant detergent? Are we going to plant salt and Maggi and Ororo? We'll plant all those ones as well. Oh my Lord. Wike has in the past been accused of using some of the generous spending on institutions as a subtle means of compromising them, but he has denied the allegations. You all, let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. What do you all think of this? Subscribe to this channel, guys, if you haven't already done that. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.